In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to turn a t-shirt into a two-piece set. Starting out, figure out how low or high of a crop top that you would like. In this case, I put mine just above my belly button there, and I'm placing a line, that way I know where to cut. Also, make sure you account for the seam allowance, and we just want to cut a nice straight line where we marked there. Make sure you have a quality pair of scissors. Now, take the bottom piece, place that to the side for later. We'll make the shorts with that. At this point, we're going to be making a hem, so you can turn your shirt inside out and then fold over about a 1/2 inch. That's what I'm using here. And we're going to be sewing a straight stitch along that line. Make sure you fold it over and pin on both sides. That way, when you bring it to the sewing machine, you have a perfect guideline of where you need to sew. So at this point, we're just turning over it and we're going to bring it to the machine. As you see, I'm sewing a straight line and then take out the pins when needed. Now, this is how the bottom seam looks. Very nice, very neat, and very straight. So we'll place that to the side and start your shorts. Now, take a pair of shorts that fit you fairly well. And what we're going to do is start out by tracing the front of the shorts. As you see here, I'm trying to line up the seams as close as possible. Place that on the shorts, and we're going to go ahead and mark and also make sure you add seam allowance. I made sure to add quite a bit because these shorts are way tighter than I would like the shorts I'm cutting to be. Then just simply cut out those lines, and we're going to do the same thing on both sides. However, when we do the other side of the shorts, we'll now be doing the back piece. And also here, I'm just cutting because there was a seam there. Also marking front, that way we know the front piece is different from the back piece, does make a difference. As you see, the back piece here, because it does account for your butt, so it's a lot steeper in the curve. So you want to make sure you lay that out nicely. And again, simply trace while adding your seam allowance, depending on how tight or loose you would like your shorts to be. And then you just want to cut along those lines that you made. Here I noticed the right back piece was a bit taller than the other one, so I'm just cutting that off to make sure they're about the same length. And then we want to place right sides together. Make sure the back and the front pieces are lined up. So the back is on the bottom and then the front is on the top. And we're just going to sew along the edges here. Those will be your side seams of your shorts. So here I'm using a serger, but a sewing machine works just fine. After we finish sewing the sides, we do want to make sure we're cutting any of the thread tails. That way it's nice and neat and you don't forget. Now we want to work on the crotch piece. So here you see I want to put the side pieces together, and we can just clip that along the edge there. That way it's all lined up nicely when we bring it to the machine. So line that up, clip that, or use pins, whichever ones that you prefer. And we're going to sew a nice straight stitch or zigzag stitch depending on your fabric. Then fold it over, and you're going to just do the same thing. So connect the crotch pieces together of each side and sew a straight stitch along there. So again, I'm using a serger, but of course you can use a regular sewing machine, that's fine. Now we want to go ahead and sew along this inner side pieces here. To make it easier, just sew a straight stitch like that. And now we can work on the waistband. So depending on the amount of fabric you left for the waistband, whether 1/2 inch, 1 inch, you want to just fold that over. Sew a straight stitch there, leaving about 1 inch or 2 inches of an opening to feed the elastic through. Now grab yourself a safety pin and grab your elastic, push it in, and you're going to feed it through the inside of the hole that you left open. For your elastic, my waist is about 28 inches and my elastic I measured was 23. So you can make your elastic as tight or loose as you would like it. Then you just want to push the elastic in with the safety pin and feed it until it gets through the other side. At this point you can take it off, and then you want to sew the elastic together. So just put them on top of each other and sew that back and forth until fit, and then close the opening up. And here is the final look. A nice little two-piece set. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching.